Thank you very much, guys. This is season number translation, and let's hear from Rascal BDD, the POG from Gen.G, taking down Sandbox Gaming 2-1. Both were the unanimous POGs today. How do you feel, guys? We could win game number 1, but we lost it. That was a bummer, so it doesn't really feels good. You know, not totally satisfied. What about you, Rascal? I mean, I'm glad that we won, but I think we performed bad. So yeah, it's a little bit frustrating. Still, Gen.G, you guys were the victors of the first series of today, and game number 1, you guys tried some new comp. Is that something new you guys are trying to like pull off on competitive series? Well, game number 1, the comp, I think we just did it. Yeah, that was a little bit impromptu. What was the reason for the Pantheon need? I mean, BDD, you did play some Pantheon games in the spring split. Did something go wrong during the pick and ban? So like, did the draft go off the script? Well, I mean, we saw the opponent's pick, and then I locked in Pantheon, but Sandbox Gaming, they locked in Tompkins against Pantheon, so we wanted to play it in the mid lane, but somehow the game did not go well, so yeah, I think that was not that good draft. But in game number 2, you were able to assert a lot of dominance up against Akali as Azir. But, well, with the rune choice that you took, you are not supposed to put a lot of pressure, usually. Azir is definitely in a favoring spot up against Akali in the early game. But Akali does also have a certain game point where she can also get the pressure, but I was able to exert a lot of pressure because I know about this matchup quite well. You did get a win, but Sandbox was also gaining fast on Gen.G all throughout the series. Did you guys feel any pressure? After losing game number 1, we were a little bit worried. But if we go with sustained and consistent picks, we knew that we won't lose. And that's how we were able to secure this series. In game number 3, we had a lot of target bans heading over to Ruler. How did Ruler react to it? Well, Ruler doesn't really give any reaction about his target bans because he's just good. So he knows that this is just a natural result. And we always have this official report card time for BDD, so let's hear from him later on. But a lot of people have been saying that Ruler is now showing his prime time currently. I mean, he was able to force 3 bans out of him, and also he was able to exert a lot of pressure during the laning phase. So I want to give him 10,000 points out of 100. And in the end, you guys were hovering Vladimir. So Dongjun was actually really looking forward to it, but as you rotated to GP, he was a little bit let down. Was that telling that you are also able to play Vladimir in that game? Well, Vladimir is really weak in the early phase, so I wanted to go for a very confident pick on Renekton. And I think I performed better in the later game. And Rascal, you got 2 solo kills in game number 3. How did the players react to that? Nothing really special. Our team does not really give a lot of shout out or reaction to the teammates. BDD, what about now? And your Rascal getting solo kill is a natural thing. Just as natural as BDD's super toss. And Valdez actually mentioned that Rascal is the most underrated player here in the LCK.
기분 좋은 것 같습니다.
I mean, I'm happy to get that praise.
스스로하는 것 같아요.
근데 뭐 딱히 어필이라기보다는
Well, I have nothing to like
너무 저희 팀이
promote about
잘해줘가지고
myself. Well, I mean,
그냥
it's just my teammates performing so well, and I mean, maybe it's true that I'm getting carried.
맞아요.
네, 그렇습니다. 또 BDD 선수는
And
이상
BDD,
숙소에서 굉장히 잘 자고 있다고
I heard
하는데
that you
라스칼
are
선수는
enjoying the new facility you guys moved into. What about you, Rascal? Yeah, I love it too. I mean, BDD does snores a lot, so it kind of bothers me when we sleep. But outside of that, it's all good.
잘 모르겠어요. 근데 광영도 오줌 마려워서 자주
But Rascal, he also gets out of the room in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom. So, I mean, we are interrupting each other.
또 롤계 박병식이라 불리는 BDD 선수인데요.
Now it's the BDD's report card time.
선수 인간 포크레인이라는 별명도 있는데
Today,
지난번에
you are
1.5 점으로
showing off a super sick Shurima shuffle.
몇점 주고 싶은가요?
How would you like to rate yourself today?
있으니까 그냥 무난하게 1.3점 주겠습니다.
I'll get 1.3 because we lost one game.
10점 만점 듣고 싶은데
네.
라스칼 선수
라스칼 알죠? 이제 알아서 합시다.
What about you, Rascal?
라스칼,
네.
BDD.
How did BDD perform?
얘가 너무 컨셉을 너무
I mean, he's too faking it, you know?
저도 그냥 1점 줄게요.
I'll just give one.
근데 마음에 안 들어요.
I just don't like that kind of concept BDD is sticking to.
BDD 혹시 뭐 의견 수정할 의향 있나요?
BDD, would you like to change your report card? Nope. I mean, this is not my concept. I'm just being super real. I'm just being honest.
그 라스칼에 대해서 BDD가.
What about Rascal? How did it perform?
저번에 좋은 점을 줬는데 이런 말 하니까 좀 섭하긴 한데.
Well, I'm sad he was a little bit blaming me this time around, but I'm still good with Rascal. I think he did pretty well.
뭐 2만 점짜리 활약하신 것 같은데요. 이제
And BDD, you definitely deserve more than 100 points for this performance, and your next opponent will be Hana Life Esports.
다음 경기에서 이제 한마디 각오 한마디.
What's your mindset going in that series? They did manage to get a win away from you in the spring split.
저희 잘 준비해서
We will do our best to prepare for the series and get a very entertaining victory up against them. I think there won't be many things to prepare. We'll have to stick to our usual routine, and we'll try our best to get the best results.
승리 축하드립니다.
Once again, congratulations on your win, and this will be the end of the interview with Rascal, BDD,